Hello everyone, welcome. Today, I bring to you a video about the Tyrannosaurus Rex, the king of tyrant lizards. A very common question is whether the T-Rex was truly the largest carnivorous dinosaur that ever existed. But before we dive into this intriguing question, please give it a like, share this video with your friends, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Now, without further ado, let's get into the video. When we talk about dinosaurs, it's impossible not to mention the Tyrannosaurus Rex, also known as T-Rex. It's one of the most famous dinosaurs globally and has become an icon in popular culture. The term Tyrannosaurus Rex originates from Greek words meaning tyrant lizard and Latin, translating to king. This magnificent dinosaur existed during the Late Cretaceous period, around 68 to 66 million years ago, in the region now known as North America. The first traces of Tyrannosaurus were discovered during the renowned Bone Wars, a significant chapter in paleontological history. It was officially named Tyrannosaurus Rex in 1905 by paleontologist Henry Osborn. Interestingly, the precise date of this naming was October 5, 1905. A curious point is that the skull of the first Tyrannosaurus specimen wasn't found intact. To recreate it, paleontologists used the skull of the Allosaurus, which, until then, was one of the largest identified carnivores. Some may be aware of this fact, while others may not, but it's part of the Tyrannosaurus history. Before being officially designated as Tyrannosaurus, various paleontologists had catalogued fossils under different names. Today, we know these remains were, in fact, from Tyrannosaurus. Among them, we have Manispondylus gigas, described in 1892, and Dinosaurus imperiosus, found in 1900. Following the rules of the International Code of Zoological Nomenclature, the oldest name, in this case, would be Manispondylus. However, a special rule stipulates that the most widely used name is the one that remains valid. Thus, the name Tyrannosaurus prevailed over Manispondylus. This happened in 1917 when several Tyrannosaurus remains were already known, while Manispondylus was only known for fragmented vertebrae. In the case of Dinosaurus, something quite peculiar occurred. In 1906, Osborn recognized that Dinosaurus and T-Rex were, in fact, the same species. This happened because Tyrannosaurus appeared one page before Dinosaurus in Osborn's work in 1905, and he used his influence to have the name Tyrannosaurus prevail. It's thanks to these two factors that the name Tyrannosaurus Rex continues as a valid genus. Tyrannosaurus was one of the largest carnivorous dinosaurs of all time. The most robust specimen measured up to 13 meters in length, stood at a height of 4 meters, and weighed about 10 tons. Despite some theories suggesting that the Tyrannosaurus Rex could have been even larger, possibly reaching up to 15 tons, it is prudent to approach these estimates with caution. This makes it the largest carnivorous dinosaur of all time. It's worth noting that in biology, size definition is based on weight, not the animal's length or height. Several fossil evidence of Tyrannosaurus has been discovered, with more than 30 identified specimens. The most complete of them is the holotype FMNH PR 2081, also known as SU. About 85% of this specimen was found and was considered the largest Tyrannosaurus Rex for a long time. It measures 12.3 meters in length, with an estimated weight between 8.4 and 8.5 tons. However, in 2019, the holotype RSMP 2523.8, nicknamed Scotty, was crowned as the largest known Tyrannosaurus Rex. Scotty reaches a length between 13 and 13.2 meters, with an estimated weight of 8.8 tons. More than 60% of the specimen was found. In addition to these specimens, we know others that are very complete, such as the holotype RGM 792.000, nicknamed Trix, of which we know approximately 75% to 80% of the specimen. We also have the holotype LACM 150167, nicknamed Thomas, with about 70% of the known specimen. And the holotype BHI 3033, nicknamed Stan, of which we know approximately 65% of the specimen. Interestingly, from the latter, we have a complete and well-preserved skull. In an interesting detail, it is believed that Tyrannosaurus never stopped growing, much like crocodiles, depending on their diet and quality of life. It's curious to note that some Tyrannosaurus specimens were more robust or longer than others. In the year 2020, a study revealed that traces associated with Nanotyrannus were, in fact, young specimens of Tyrannosaurus. During the research, something fascinating was discovered about the growth of these reptiles. Based on delicate sections taken from some young Tyrannosaurus fossils, including the specimen nicknamed Jane, annual changes in the growth of these individuals were observed. Everything indicates that these young tyrannosaurs were growing rapidly, suggesting that when food was abundant, their growth was accelerated. However, if food was scarce, they would halt their development. If you want to know more details about the validity of Nanotyrannus and the growth of tyrannosaurs, leave your comment, and soon I'll address this topic here on the channel. Based on the fossils found, the oldest Tyrannosaurus specimen is the holotype RSM P2523.8. It is estimated to have died at the age of 30, being the oldest specimen found to date. Among the most intriguing and curious remains of Tyrannosaurus, the discovery of soft tissue in the bone marrow cavity of the holotype MOR 1125 stands out. Microstructures similar to blood cells were found, along with evidence of DNA. Surprisingly, it is known that the holotype MOR 1125 was a female, thanks to the presence of medullary tissue closely associated with ovulation and egg production. This discovery contradicts the old belief that the more robust Tyrannosaurus specimens were females. Tyrannosaurus belonged to the Tyrannosaur family, being the largest specimen of this lineage. Some species that are part of this family include Albertosaurus, Gorgosaurus, Daspletosaurus, and Tarbosaurus. During its existence, Tyrannosaurus coexisted with other carnivores such as the raptor, Dakotaraptor, and herbivores like Triceratops, Torosaurus, Alamosaurus, Edmontosaurus, Ankylosaurus, Denversaurus, Pachycephalosaurus, among others. The largest Tyrannosaurus skull measures 1 meter and 52 centimeters in length. This skull was equipped with two types of teeth. The front ones were used to tear flesh, while the others, larger and more robust, were designed to crush and pulverize bones. The sturdier teeth were located in the upper jaw, reaching up to 30 centimeters from the root. To support this imposing head and deliver powerful bites, Tyrannosaurus had developed muscles in the neck and skull. Many scientists estimate that its bite force was approximately 6 tons, highlighting the incredible strength that this predator exerted on its prey. It possessed a highly developed sense of smell, surpassing even that of vultures, allowing it to detect food or prey at great distances. Additionally, it enjoyed a 55-degree binocular vision, with a near-limit vision point of 6 kilometers, compared to the 1.6 kilometers of human vision. Furthermore, it had hearing capable of perceiving low-frequency waves, enabling the tracking of prey over long distances. Studies on its brain revealed that Tyrannosaurus had the largest brain among all adult dinosaurs, except for some raptors and Ornithomimus. This characteristic suggests that Tyrannosaurus had a remarkable depth perception, allowing the manifestation of complex social behaviors. A controversial topic surrounding the Tyrannosaurus Rex is whether it was a hunter or a scavenger. The hypothesis that it was a scavenger was proposed by paleontologist Lawrence Lamb in 1917 when describing the Gorgosaurus, concluding that the latter was a scavenger, and therefore, the Tyrannosaurus Rex and other tyrannosaurs would be as well. Currently, the paleontologist staunchly supporting this hypothesis is Jack Horner, relying on the highly developed sense of smell of Tyrannosaurus and the shape of its teeth, capable of crushing bones. A few years ago, the first evidence emerged that Tyrannosaurus was a hunter. A tooth was found embedded in a tail vertebra of a hadrosaur. What makes this case interesting is that the bone was recovered from the bite, indicating that the victim survived the attack. There were previous records that T-Rex was a hunter, based on some bite marks on its prey, but nothing similar had been discovered before. Currently, the image of Tyrannosaurus is seen as that of a hunter who took advantage of scavenging opportunities when they arose. In addition to its head, another distinctive feature of a Tyrannosaurus is its small arms, ending in 2 fingers. This phenomenon occurred because its ancestors relied on the head and bite to capture prey, not using their arms. Over time, they evolved to have larger heads, and the arms shrank. Moreover, having smaller arms served as a counterbalance, and despite their reduced size, they were quite strong. Despite this, the arms of Tyrannosaurus were not as small compared to other dinosaurs. For example, Carnotaurus had even smaller arms in relation to the body. Another point of controversy among paleontologists is the speed that this dinosaur could achieve. Previously, it was believed that Tyrannosaurus could exceed 40 km per hour, but recent studies have shown that it was impossible to reach this speed due to its large mass. Current estimates are around 17 kilometers per hour. It's worth noting that due to its large mass, Tyrannosaurus couldn't run, but it was capable of walking quickly. This dinosaur didn't rely much on speed, as most of its prey was also relatively slow. Furthermore, numerous studies have been conducted on the maneuverability of Tyrannosaurus, and everything indicates that despite its large size, it was capable of relatively quick maneuvers, possibly adept at turning its body rapidly. To maintain perfect balance, the tail of this dinosaur played a crucial role. It served as a counterweight to the heavy head, allowing for more efficient movement. Recently, a theory has emerged that Tyrannosaurus had a covering of feathers. So far, nothing has been proven, as only fragments of scaly skin have been found. Perhaps, in younger specimens, there could have been a thin layer of feathers or fur to protect them from the weather, and this covering could have disappeared as they grew. However, to date, there is no concrete evidence of feathers in Tyrannosaurus. Although we often perceive Tyrannosaurus as a solitary superpredator, there is a theory that they could live in small groups. However, this didn't diminish the territorial nature of these dinosaurs, as there is evidence of aggressive encounters among them, resulting in severe and even fatal injuries. Pathologies among tyrannosaurs are quite common, and there is ample evidence, such as bite marks from other Tyrannosaurus found in their fossil remains. For example, the specimen known as Stan has a tooth mark on its head, while Y-Rex had 2/3 of its tail ripped off, indicating a violent encounter with another Tyrannosaurus. However, in many injuries or traumas observed in the fossils, there is evidence of bone recovery, suggesting that tyrannosaurs had a relatively fast metabolism and could recover from injuries that would be fatal to other types of animals. Among the pathologies found in Tyrannosaurus, there is evidence of infections caused by the parasite Trichomonas, the same parasite that affects modern birds. It's likely that this parasite considerably weakened the animal and, in many cases, resulted in its death, possibly due to starvation. The Tyrannosaurus Rex, nicknamed Sue, exhibited these characteristic marks, indicating that it was one of the specimens most affected by diseases at the time of its death. There is evidence indicating the likelihood of Tyrannosaurus exhibiting cannibalistic tendencies, as bite marks have been found in areas where a Tyrannosaurus would not have attacked during combat, such as the foot bones. The Tyrannosaurus Rex is a ubiquitous presence in everything related to dinosaurs, whether in books, toys, documentaries, or movies like Jurassic Park, terrorizing humans since its existence became public. Well, folks, that's all about Tyrannosaurus. Thank you so much for following the channel. I appreciate all the support immensely. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like and show your support with a big thanks. If I forgot to mention something about Tyrannosaurus or if you want me to talk about a specific topic, please comment. Share this video with your friends. If you're not subscribed yet, do so, it's entirely free, and activate the bell to receive notifications whenever I post a new video. Here on the channel, we have many interesting videos, watch them, and as a recommendation, I'll leave a video on the card about the top 10 largest carnivorous dinosaurs. Without further ado, your friend Guilherme bids you farewell. Until the next video.